So hey guys, it's Madam and today we're back with another video, and this time the topic will be parts of the plant. So this time I'm going to be explaining what are the main parts of the plant, and sometimes also going to be explaining what are their purpose and why they're necessary. So what are the parts of the plant? So the parts of the plant are flower, leaf, root, and stem. So these are the main four. There could or are be more of them, but we're only counting these because they're very important and very common and popular. So, as for the parts of the flower, so the main parts of the flower are pistil, stamen, petal, and sepal. So the pistil contains the stigma, style, ovary, while the stamen contains the anther and the filament. So as you see that the pistil is containing three parts while the stamen contains two. And the pistil is also known as the female part of the plant, while stamen is known as the male part. So there are mainly only one pistil, but there could be 5, 6, or even 7 stamens. So as you see that in this area, we see that this one big structure, body, is the pistil. So the topmost part is known as stigma, the main body length is known as style, while the swollen part is known as ovary, and these small things you see are known as ovules. We're not counting them here because they're too higher. While here we have sepals. So these small leaves or leaf-like you see on the plant are known as sepals, while these are the petals, aka the colorful parts of the plant. And whenever we open them, we see the pistil and the stamen. So once we see the stamen, we'll see small bud-like things known as the anther. And then they're going to be connected through a stem-like of their own, which is known as the filament. So let's go on to the next topic. Our next topic is the leaf. So before roots, let's learn about the leaves. So the parts of the leaves are margin, midrib, petiole, veins, venules, and tip. So whenever we have leaves, we have two types, parallel and reticulate. As you see in the diagram on the left, we see that the venules or veins, these small little lines sticking out of this big one. Let's first understand what are these parts before getting too deep into this. So the part that connects the plants, aka the stem right now, to the leaf is known as petiole. While on the other hand, the end of the leaf is known as tip, as you can see in both of the diagrams. Then the outline or boundary is known as margin, and whenever the petiole goes in and divides the leaf into two parts, we call that part the midrib, as mid and rib. Now here we have veins and venules. So venules are venations or type are like small veins, separate or like tributaries of river. Now the veins are a small design like, and as we see that here, the veins are parallel to one another, thus we call them the parallel venations. While on the other hand, we see that they're not parallel, so we call them reticulate. Now let's study the root. So we have two types of roots, the taproot and the fibrous root. But you may see that, wait, the taproot is connected with another small root. So they are known as the lateral roots. So basically they're small parts of the original taproot or the main root. While on the fibrous root, we have no main root and every root looks like a net. So now let's study how are the leaf and the root connected. For the people who are smart enough to realize that in the diagram I just showed, the leaves actually possess the parallel and reticulate venations. Now fibrous root have parallel venation as we see here. So this is like an X. So the fibrous roots have parallel venation. So this is our fibrous root. These are our parallel venations. And the taproots have reticulate. So here are the tap roots and the reticulate venation. So the easy way to realize is that either one thing will be perpendicular to one another, the taproot and the fiber and the parallel venations. So that's how we can realize while the reticulate venation and the fibrous root, they look like a net, but the fibrous root and parallel venation are one, and while the taproot and reticulate venation are one. So the easy way to remember this is that one, either leaves or the roots will be organized and not look like a net. And now we have the work of the stem. So the stem is meant to transport the food to other parts or other plants. If the plant is not connected to another plant, then the stem will only transfer it through the other parts, such as it will take the minerals from the roots and give it to the leaves or the flower. It will take the food from the leaves and give it to the roots or other things. Now it keeps the plant straight, and when we have the root, as you can see, it will hold the leaves here and downwards you'll see the roots. In some plants, the stem will do photosynthesis. Some examples can be the cactus. So whenever the plant, like the cactus, has no actual leaves, the leaves turn into thorns. So its stem has the job and duty to do all the photosynthesis. Now, it will also hold and make the leaves, or else the leaves won't. How will they come out? So as you can see here, the stem over here is connected with the root and with the petiole to connect it with the leaf. And on the other ears, we see the same thing. Now, what if there weren't any leaves, such as we can see in the cactus plant? This is just a question. So, if there weren't any actual leaves we see here, the parallel venation, reticulate venation, so they're all a part of the leaf. So what if there wasn't a single leaf? Then basically the leaf's job is to do photosynthesis. That's the actual main job it's given. So if it can't do, then the plant won't be able to get the food it needs to work. And as for the flower, it contains all the pistil, stamen, petal, and sepal. So for now, that's the end of the video, as you can see. So if you want, you can like and subscribe the video. So